Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am a horror movie reviewer, I suppose. I do enjoy the horror genre. I'd like to think that I'm slightly above the average knowledge base for uh, the horror thing. I'm pretty low tier in the actual horror community when it comes to YouTube, but there's like movies in the course of my lifetime that were horror that I, for some reason, chose not to watch or just the timing wasn't right. And I'm doing a series of I finally watched. And a movie was brought to my attention by the channel Mr. Bones. And I didn't even know that this was a thing. It was Hostel Part 3, by the way, 2011. So it's kind of been out for a while. Um, I guess there's not a lot of uh, people talking about this movie because, as I found out, and it wasn't too hard to tell, despite their attempt, this is not directed by Eli Roth. And I'm a big Eli Roth fan, and I'm wondering if in 2011 I heard about this movie coming out, but that it wasn't directed by Eli Roth, and I just chose not to watch it. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But in my opinion, it was apparent. To watch this movie, the only place I could find it was on Hulu, which I actually have access through my Disney Plus. So right now you can get Disney Plus and Hulu for $9.99 a month, which is only $120, which actually isn't horrible. If you are going to choose streaming services, that's one of the better ones. Eli Roth did write this. He has writing credits. I'm really not sure how much he wrote because Michael D. Weiss is also credited, and Eli Roth is credited second. So I'm guessing we're considering we're giving a writing credit to Eli Roth because he's the person that conceived the the whole Hostel thing. Another part of the Hostel 3 that may have put me off was that it wasn't taking place in a foreign country. For me, that was a real nice dynamic of the movie. Um, both the first and second, they have that element of foreign land. So you're not only are you going through the situation, but you're in another country. So the synopsis is four men attending a bachelor party in Las Vegas fall prey to the elite hunting club who are hosting a gruesome game show of torture. A gruesome game show of torture. That sounds great. Um, Kip Pardue plays Carter. Brian Hollisey plays Scott. John Hensley Justin and Sarah Habel Kendra. Chris Coy played Travis. Skyler Stone played Mike. Those would probably be the main gist, the group of four plus a fiance. And yeah. Um, I hated all these main characters, even the fiance to an extent. I will give props to the movie for having like blatant boobs and ass, which is one of the better redeeming qualities of this movie. But there's two characters that are hired escorts to attend this bachelor party. Um, and they're the hired escorts, and we don't see them naked, which is weird. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't want to obsess on whose boobs I saw and whose boobs I didn't. The movie has plenty of boobs if that's what you want to see. So there you go. Um, the opening was kind of a interesting twist. I had some high hopes with the twistiness of that opening sequence, but it didn't last long enough for me. Um, I hated, like I said, I hated the four main characters, the boys, the bachelor party. It just, the movie does keep a pretty decent pace. Like after that opening sequence, things escalate pretty good. We don't spend a lot of time developing the characters because we don't need to, so there's not a lot of wasted time on that. Um, I don't have a lot to say about it. I just didn't really feel it. I didn't feel the vibe. Like there was once in a while some hostile vibes, but for the most part, it really, really wasn't. I was kind of disappointed, and I don't know, and maybe somebody can leave a comment down below if there's an unrated version or a more graphic version, because I watched it on Hulu and I just wonder if there was like a toned down version, because all of the torture, the games of torture didn't seem very torturous. Other than the very first one, um, that was the most graphic and cringeworthy and kind of like grotesque. But then the rest were just super lame, I thought, and um, a lot of the torture wasn't shown. Like the camera angle was put in a way where you could see the person's face and you could hear whatever, um, but you didn't see it actually happening to the person's body. It was really weird. I don't know. I didn't find that the torture elements were that strong. Um, there was a lot of one-liners too. There was so many one-liners. I wrote the punchline is a killer. Boo-hoo, why do I deserve this? Uh, you motherfuckers want a show? That was said a couple of times. The house always wins. That was said a couple of times. A lot of cheesy lines. There was a huge giveaway on what was going to happen. Like, you don't even have to be that smart, because I'm not. But you know, the thing with Hostel, if you've seen the other Hostel movies, is there's the tattoo element of the members of the whatever organization. And in this particular case, they made a huge point to show that to get in and out of rooms, you had your tattoo scanned like it was a barcode or something. And after the second time they did that, I was like, oh, final act. That's how somebody's going to escape. They're going to cut that tattoo off of somebody and use it. And sure as hell they did. Very disappointing, very uninspired ending. Um, I don't know. It was a blatantly obvious ending to me. It was just, I wrote down stupid ending or not? Question mark. Was it stupid? Am I just thinking it was stupid, or does everybody think the ending was stupid? I would really like to hear some feedback on that. Um, I wrote my final line was if I was Eli Roth, I would sue them. So that's how I feel about Hostel 3. That if I was Eli Roth, I would sue these people for tarnishing the Hostel name. I would love to see a Hostel 4 or 5, but man, make it in another foreign country, give it that element to it, and make it scary to people who may go to a foreign country and stay at a hostel. Like that was the creep factor of the first one, was you didn't know what to expect. Hostels are a thing. People traveling from other countries stay at a hostel, and then this is what could happen if you did. This was a such a departure from that theme. I get that there's a hunting club, but the twist of how this particular group of four were picked was just dumb. Just so not a part of what I associate with Hostel or Eli Roth. So that's going to do it for I finally watched Hostel 3. If you have some movies that you've just not gotten around to, and maybe I haven't either, put them in the comments, because I have a running list of a bunch of movies that I've either never heard of, like this one. I didn't know it existed, or I can't remember that I knew it existed, and kind of still wish I didn't know it existed. Um, but yeah, leave a comment, hit the like button or dislike. I don't care. As long as you click one of the two, it's the same engagement either way. And maybe subscribe and hit the notification bell. That would be nice. That's going to do it. Have a great day.
Row 18, plot 20.